Hello world, and welcome back to Final Fantasy X. We're picking up again immediately where we left off. We arrived in Kilika. Yuna wandered off to do some stuff. Waka wandered off to do some stuff. We arrived here after witnessing Sin destroy this entire village. We fought him, his Sin spawn, his Sin scales, and for right now we're basically waiting for our ship to be repaired and doing what we can to help out here. We also got some level ups in the last battle, so what we'll do for now is kind of enact my plan I had for Yuna and Lulu. Yuna will go over here, and she will learn Blizzard and Fire. I always forget, like, which node is which, so forgive me for that. Lulu will kind of do the same. She won't learn any white skills this time. However, in 2 more levels, she can learn what she needs. Waka is not doing anything important, but like I said before, I think I said this in the previous video, if not the previous, then the one before that anyway. Yuna is going to learn black magic, Lulu is going to learn white magic, so they can heal and attack, alternatively. And we'll just keep going from there. They're not going to follow the opposite paths from beginning to end. They're just going to learn the basic stuff, and as we go along, there's going to be shortcuts that'll open up that'll teach Yuna, like, the level 2 and level 3 black magic spells, as well as teach Lulu the level 2 and level 3 white magic spells. So for right now, they're going to learn what they can, and otherwise, they'll go on their respective paths. For Titus, we'll move him up here. Hold on, what's that over here? We don't need that. We'll move him here so he can learn so he can increase his attributes. And he can also learn a pretty useful ability right here known as Flee. As it says, or as the name implies, you can flee from battle. But what's different from Escape versus Flee, and Escape being a command that's in their menu that everyone already knows, Escape gives a character a chance to run away from battle. Flee makes everyone successfully run from a random encounter. And that would be pretty useful for battles later on. Although I realize I kind of don't really need it, but it'll be useful. I'm not doing anything too special for Titus, by the way. Or Waka, for that matter. I'm just going to have Titus go up here, learn some stuff. Definitely activate these nodes here. And maybe I'll have him... I don't know. We'll see what happens. Waka isn't going to do anything too important. He's just going to keep going on his path, learn zombie attack, and maybe not learn... No, he's not going to learn zombie attack. He's just going to go on his basic path. Kimahri is kind of the enigma of the team. I know absolutely nobody likes him. I do not blame them for not liking him. He's too much of a wild card. He can do literally anything and everything. What I usually like to do is have him be a mix of everything. So, I don't know, because I played... On one playthrough, I made him specifically a magic user. On another playthrough, I made him more of an attacker. So it's kind of hard to determine what I want to do for him. And I need him to do something, otherwise his stats are going to remain the same, and that's just not good. First and foremost, he's going to learn Scan. Because I don't have Sensor on every weapon. I won't be able to have Sensor on every weapon for a little while. So we'll do that for now. But I think what I'll have Kimahri do is follow Waka's path. Because Waka is a mix of attack, magic, and accuracy. So I think that might be pretty good for Kimahri. Plus learning Silent, Dark, and other status ailment attacks will be pretty useful in the beginning. Especially if it's on more than one character. And especially if Kimahri has more than 10 MP. Okay, so we're done with that. Hit the save sphere to regenerate. And we will continue on. You can talk to these people, and if you come up here, they'll talk to you. Funny thing to note, that's the first time anyone uses Titus's name. Of course, it's now a voice-acted text, but, you know, still pretty cool to see. And if you name him any other thing, any other name besides Titus, like, I don't know, for example, Timster, that name will actually show up. So that's pretty cool. Because you can name Titus whatever you want, they always refer to him as him, he, or any of those pronouns. They never mention him by name, except for that one time that we just showed you. You're a drunk. Nah, probably not. Anyway, let's move right along. And this will be a pretty interesting cutscene. No, I'm done. It'll basically just show us what ascending is and how it's performed, so enjoy.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this? It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Hmm?
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Interesting cutscene too. Like, it seemed a lot more, almost better designed than previous cutscenes. Very calm, very beautiful, and honestly, I don't know how to explain it. It was calm, it was sad, but like, I don't know. It was definitely different, and I really liked it for its subtleties.
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
Yeah, I'm sure he's waiting for me. Anyway, if you come right over here, you can talk to this person. Yeah. She's basically saying how she wishes this was all a dream, and yeah. Funny she should mention dream. Anyway, the real thing you want to do is come over here. Whoops, right here. Now you don't have to press anything.
Whoa!
And that might seem insignificant right now, but you'll see what it does later. In fact, I should have showed off a before and after, but oh well. Coming to this house, you'll find 3 potions, which isn't bad, especially if you use some in that last boss fight on the ship. You can talk to this guy. He's basically sad his house looks... I guess it looks destroyed. I don't know. I don't know. Does it look wrecked to you guys too? Ho. Talk to her. She mentions how he might be infected with Sin's toxin. Yeah. Otherwise, the potions are all you really need. So if you come over here, go into this hut. And I am stupid. That is the inn we were just in. Haha! Jokes. Anyway. Again, you can talk to these people if you want. I don't because reasons. You can talk to this woman here. And you can't open that chest. That's basically where she keeps her stuff. Yeah, all of her weapons have sensor on them, which aren't bad, and I'm gonna go ahead and buy one for Lulu. Not one for Waka, because he might get something better in a little bit. Overall, just sensor weapons and armor with HP plus 5%, which isn't all that great. If it was 10, I'd buy it, but even then, it's not that great. We have nothing to sell right now, so let's equip people with their new stuff if we haven't already. Or otherwise, just see what stuff they have. I probably should have bought something for Waka, though. Ooh, Water Strike. No, Water Strike isn't good. Blue armlet. And okay. If we come down here, we just see some of these guys repairing stuff. We see that guy swimming in water. And yes, he is a blitzball player. Our ship is mysteriously gone. Ah. And you can talk to this guy. Oh. Okay, so if you press later on, you get an ability to, sorry to jump the rail like that, to hire people to your blitzball team. And you do that by pressing square on them to bring up this menu. The odd thing is, I didn't think you could actually read their team or their player stats unless you get that ability. But it seems you can press square to determine if they're a blitzer or not. See what level they are, what team they're on, what their contract is, and for how much gil you have to pay them per game. So yeah, we might come back to him later. Otherwise, we might just stick with the Aurochs. And again, there's a reason why I'm going to stick to that.
Ah, there you are. Be said, Aurochs, huddle. On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Holland used to live in the Kilika temple here. Yep, Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka. Praying for victory's all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
Okay, so as Waka said, pardon me. As Waka said, we have to go to the Kilika temple. However, we want to go in here first. And that little girl we saved earlier, that is her right over here. Now, the reason why we wanted to save her is because you're the one who saved my sister, right? That treasure box contains a token of my appreciation. Please accept my thanks. I don't remember if she gets something crappier or what. And as it stands, it's kind of crappy anyway, but you get an either. It's not bad, it's not horrible. It will come in handy, especially for low MP characters like Waka and the like. Also, if memory serves right, there should be another Albed primer somewhere on this counter. I can't remember where, but you should see it the moment you walk in. And like I said before, I got all the primers, so it doesn't show up on my screen. However, if you haven't already gotten it, it should appear somewhere on the counter. Anyway, now that we're done with that, we just follow the trail and head towards the forest, walking by all this devastation and destruction and la, and come right up here, right at the butthole. And we're in the forest! Ho ho ho! We'll make another save. And keep going.
What's up?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
What? What do you mean?
It's just that... Well,
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
So yeah, bit of an awkward scene, but it kind of plays a bit of character development, as we'll start to see. So basically, to keep in mind, Titus doesn't really know anything about this whole world just yet. However, he starts thinking about being Yuna's guardian, or at least is more convinced to travel with her after Luca. So we see another circle thing here, and again, we have the primers, so we read it, and at first glance, it doesn't make any sense. Huh. Spoilers! Yeah, I'm gonna keep making that joke, by the way. Anyway. Basically, this is only one half of the solution. The other half, I forgot where, but we'll find it later. But the entire thing spells out, I believe, the password is victorious. And like I might have mentioned before, that's a password for the airship later on. Anyway, if we come right over here, we open this chest. Manosphere times 2. That? I can't remember. Okay, yeah. I thought it was something else, but no, it's just a regular Manosphere. Also, something else I want to do is sort my inventory, because God, am I frustrated with it. Okay, now you can keep going straight, but I think what we want to... Actually, yeah, what we want to do is keep going straight. And, random encounter. Kind of a tutorial one, too.
Kimari, why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's a lancet?
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heals the user. But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
Hey, sounds cool.
So basically, if you played other Final Fantasies, it's basically blue magic, I believe? Or something of the like. Anyway, use Lancet, you absorb HP, MP, and Kimari learns Seed Cannon. Now, I don't think Lulu is strong enough to kill it, so what we'll do is... I could have Kimari attack, but I think I'm going to save his overdrive, so we will guard, and Titus will finish it off. Not an overkill, but at least we saved the overdrive. And no one else got experience for that. It's whatever. What I will do, however, is switch out the ones that did get experience with Waka and Yuna. And I'm not going to use their sphere levels right away. I'm going to wait till, like, the next area to do it. There might be some grinding here and there, and I'll cut out when we see familiar enemies, and only show battles with new ones. But other than that, there's not much to this area, and there's not much I'm going to do.
Company, halt!
The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
So basically what he's saying is, do not attack him head on. I mean, we can. I'm not going to, though.
Standing guard, sir. Standing
guard, sir.
The Ochu is no garden variety fiend. We could throw 100 Crusaders at it and still lose. Ochu poison is a surefire way to get to the far plane, and fast.
And he gave us 4 antidotes, something I actually didn't know about.
The Ochu is no... We could throw 100
Okay, now, I kinda did lie. We are gonna attack it head on. However, we're not gonna do so right away. The reason for that is we wanna make sure everyone has their overdrives at full. Or at least have Valfor's at full. Okay, this is interesting. So we only have Fire and Blizzard for Yuna right now. So we're gonna have her defend. Actually, we're gonna have everyone defend. Lulu dodged. Nice. Now the reason why everyone's gonna defend is, like I said, I'm gonna have Valfor's overdrive up. So we'll summon him. And I thought I set it to short. I'll have to double check it just to be sure. It might be a long one just because it's the first battle that I have him in, like, first regular battle. But oh well, I'll double check in the options later.
Please, fight with us!
Also, the first time you summon an Aeon, like, in a regular battle, she'll have an in-battle quote addressing the Aeon. So, what we'll do for now is hit boost. And... not bad. I'm glad he dodged the first time. We'll hit boost again. The thing is, Valfor is great at dodging. Most of the time. And Aeons are immune to most status ailments, so that's also good. Magic, however, the only way to nullify that is Shell, Reflect, Elemental Null All, or Shell, Reflect, Null All, or High Magic Defense. Valfor has a decent magic defense, not the greatest, and magic will always hit unless something states otherwise. But now that he has a full overdrive gauge, we will dismiss him. Or her. I feel like Valfor is a him. And for now, we're going to finish up this battle by having Waka kill the bee. And I believe Lulu will say her first in-battle quote involving magic.
Anyone thirsty?
Yeah, not that impressive, but it's kind of cool. And Lulu got one skill point, or sphere point. So it's not the greatest, but it's whatever. I think I'm going to keep Lulu in battle for now, because Yuna doesn't know that much magic, so she's not going to be too useful for right now. And she's going to need all the help she can get, so Lulu as backup will be great. Oh yeah, and before I do that configuration... Aeons... Oh! Oh, you know what? I did change some stuff, but I didn't save it when I changed it. Subtitles on, names on, help on, map, migration... Okay. So now the Aeons and stuff should be short. We can talk to these guys. I don't remember if they actually give us anything. Yeah, they don't really give us much. Alright, we've seen these guys before, so... yeah, I'll cut back to when the battle ends. Okay, so we're done with that battle. And I looked up some of the special features in the HC Remaster. One of them was Supercharge, which basically makes it so at the beginning of each turn for each character, they get full HP, full MP, and full overdrive. I am highly considering doing that. Not keeping it on, of course, but just kind of doing it for training and grinding purposes, but we'll see. Alright, so we will keep going, and if we go down, we'll find Lord Ochu. We don't want to talk to him just yet. We got another high potion, so that is great. So let's go over here. I hate these guys. Okay, so I admit, in that last battle, I turned on Supercharge, and as you can see here, just making sure nothing else changed. Yeah, everyone's odd. Huh. Everyone's HP, MP, and overdrive. Right, it shouldn't have affected Kumar now. But anyway, all their overdrive gauges are now full thanks to the supercharge. Again, I admit I cheated. I am not above cheating. But in the grand scheme of things, I am not going to actively spam supercharge whenever the hell I feel like it. It's only just so I can get their overdrives up. And like I said before in the previous video, Titus's overdrives will be learned the more he uses his own overdrive. So that's going to come in handy. like when we start grinding for his, and I think we're going to be doing that pretty soon. I think everything is in order. There's not much more we can do, so I don't want Lulu or Yuna in the party, so this formation will work. Come down here when you think you're ready, and you'll fight Lord Ochu. And you can run around with Titus in the cutscene wielding his sword and armor, so that's pretty cool. Alright, as you can see here, he has nearly 5,000 HP, so it's not an easy battle, hence the need for the overdrive gauges. So, first off, Spiral Cut. Damn, dude, it's too soon. I keep thinking this is one of his other overdrives, and the meter will increase while the thing in the middle will decrease. So it's going to be a little more complicated to nail it just right. For Waka, we're going to do element wheels, which I'm still kind of rusty with. I think it's... Damn! Not good enough. If you get all three, he'll do a supercharged fire attack. That's not bad either, but, you know. I think it goes, Actually, I don't know. I'm trying to think, and thinking isn't working. We'll use Scan for Kimahri, because I'm not going to use his overdrive at all. He knows nothing, and he's not going to know anything for quite some time. Now, with Scan, you can see their HP, their strength, their magic, their weaknesses, their resistances, what they can absorb, and what they're immune to, which is... For this guy, it's Poison, Confusion, Berserk, Provoke, Darkness. So, Dark Attack won't work, but, we're not going to be relying on Dark Attack. What we are going to be relying on, this might overkill it, and I don't really want her to, what we'll do is we'll use Fury and Fire Fury. And with her overdrive, you select the black magic skill, target the enemy you want to use it on. If there are more than one, it'll target all of them. But at this point, you rotate the analog stick as fast as you can in full, complete circles. And depending on how fast you can rotate it, will depend on how much he will cast. So, as a demonstration, here we go. And as you can see, there are two things to know. One, I suck at it. You have to do like complete rotations to get it right. Two, her magic attack is reduced by a fraction. So her normal fire is like, could do like 300, but because I got 6 in there, it dealt more like 800. So it's not terrible, but it depends on how much Lulu can actually do. Alright, so right now Kimahri's poison, so we'll switch him out for Yuna. There is a tactic I used to use in the original game that I'm not sure will work here. And we gotta plan this out methodically, because I could go for an overdrive with Valfor, but it might not be enough. So I think what I'll do for now is just have Titus attack. We'll lower his HP as much as we can. If he falls asleep, we'll have Valfor come in and do a regular attack. And Waka is not doing great, so we'll need Yuna to come back out here. Thankfully, she knows Cure. You know, we'll switch him out for Titus, just to avoid the poison. We'll have Lulu fire again. Let's see how much it does. Okay, not bad, 300. And we can have Yuna do fire again as well. Might do more. A little bit more. Lord Ochu falls asleep. Okay, this is kind of bad. And the reason why it's bad is because, Ochu, when he wakes up, he will launch Earthquake, which will do massive damage to the party. And as you're seeing here, he's constantly, or nearly constantly, regenerating HP, which we do not want. If you do a physical attack, he'll wake up and launch Earthquake. If you do a magical attack, he's not going to wake up. So I'll just have Titus keep constantly using Cheer. And this is kind of a tough situation, so I'm going to see if this will work. We'll do Grand Summon, bring out Valfor. And I forgot to heal Valfor from the last time I upped his overdrive, but oh well. What we want to do here is do a physical attack, and we'll see what happens. Ochi wakes up, takes some damage, uses Earthquake, and... completely... oh, shit! Okay, that was my fault. I didn't expect Ochi to wake up and use water. I expected him to wake up and just use Earthquake. Not Earthquake, then water. Valfor was low HP, so... yeah, that kind of sucked. That really sucks. And like I said before, Valfor is dead. He will stay dead until I reach a save sphere, meaning his overdrive and Yuna's overdrive are wasted. That really sucks. But it's still manageable. We can still do this. Poison Claw, not good, but not bad. We'll do Cheer. I think that's Cheer number 3. We'll have Yuna use Asuna. And Titus will do Cheer number 4. I know it doesn't really make any sense to have him use Cheer on magic casting allies, but it also raised their defense, so there's that. Lulu will use Fire. Ochu will attack with water, and that's actually not bad. Cheer number 5. Okay, Yuna's gonna use Cure on Lulu. And forgive me if I mess up here and there. I set the cursor to memory, and like I said, I'm still pretty rusty. So I gotta remember, it's on memory, not default. Lulu will Fire. Poison Claw on Titus. He's getting low on HP. Okay, so that's not good. I think he can attack. Yuna will cure his HP, and he'll just... I'm sorry, cure his poison. No, I'll cure the HP, then Titus will just use an antidote. Okay, that took away more HP than I thought, so this is a good call. Healed him completely. Nice, Yuna. Antidote. Cures his poison. Poison on Lulu, which she cannot do anything about, so we'll just use another Fire. Still in good shape. Not gonna heal. Yuna will cast Fire. I'm not gonna get an overkill on this, unfortunately, and that's something I actually wanted to do. I could use Overcharge. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but I need that overkill. Forgive me. Why didn't it do it? Okay. What I'll do is switch to Waka. Turn on Supercharge. Switch over to Titus. And there we go. We'll turn off Supercharge. Again, I'm sorry I had to do that. But I need this overkill. And hopefully this does the trick. Otherwise, I just cheated, broke my promise. Good. That'll be the one and only time I ever do that for a boss fight. And the reason why I needed that overkill, so everyone could get a level up, get more experience, and 2 MP spheres. That's what we needed. Those will I'll show you when we get there. Again, I apologize, but it had to be done.
Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young Crusaders gather around. We'll beat sin into the ground.
Now, if you come down here,
Do your best, kid. Waka's counting on you.
you get an elixir for fighting Ochu.
Hey! After the tournament, you should join the Crusaders.
I don't think so, buddy. Anyway. Now, the reason why we wanted an overkill is for those NP spheres. Oh, and we also got a Lux sphere earlier, which I don't remember if I mentioned. Anyway, what these two will do, I won't do it just yet, but I'll show you afterward. That changes an empty node into an MP node, as stated above. But what's cool about the spheres is normally... Let's see if I can show a good example. Yeah, right here. That's an MP node. It'll raise by 20 points. If you get an MP sphere and use it on an empty node, it will be plus 40 to MP. So that's really nice, especially for the spellcasters. I'm contemplating whether or not I want to use that on Waka, but I think he'll naturally raise his own MP, so I'm not going to be doing that. I'll save it for Yuna and Lulu for now. And I'll wait till they're like, probably here and here, because they both need to swap places and actually get to that point anyway. So for now, I need to go back down here, hit the save point, and I think I'm going a little bit over time, so I'm going to save it here, and I think that'll be it for this episode. Apologies again for cheating not only once, but twice in this game. I only meant to do it just so I could get their overdrives up and help with the grinding portion and eliminate that completely. I promised myself I wouldn't use the supercharge for the boss fights, or any boss fight. I broke it here, and I humbly apologize for that. The only reason why I did that is because I screwed up, and I let Valfor die, leaving him at low HP when I knew I should have healed. And I really... Like, anyone playing this, you want to get that overkill because of the MP spheres. Those will come in handy so much. And I couldn't really afford to lose that battle. Or otherwise, I couldn't afford to win that battle in a standard way. I needed the overkill. I humbly apologize for that, and I hope my viewers can forgive me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, world!